What's up guys? Today we're going to talk about why the R5 will actually cost you somewhat around $8,000 or more, not just the $3,900 body price. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is James. This is the Engineering Filmmaker, where we talk about photo, video, travel, and tech. If that is something you're interested in, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and like this video. Also, we have a forum, you can join that. We talk about literally everything. You can post questions, help people get answers, or just grow as a community. So let's get to it. I also wanted to mention right now I'm filming this vlog in 8.2K oversampled 4K on the EOS R5, which is technically the 4K HQ mode in 24 frames per second, but side note, using the Ninja 5 to record it externally. So let's see if it overheats. I doubt it will. I will be making a video on the external recording factors of the R5 soon, so stay tuned, but let's get into this video. Let's just get right into the video and talk about the things that's going to make this cost over $8,000. I also wanted to mention I will be rounding up my numbers to the nearest whole number, so if it's like $28.50, I'm gonna round it up to $30. First, we have the camera body coming in at $3,900 USD. There's not much to explain or say about the camera body. It is what it is, and you can't really get it cheaper. Let's get into the good stuff. Once you get into the side here, it gets fun. You need some CFexpress cards. Now, even if you were to get an external monitor, you still need CFexpress cards because you need to shoot 4K 120 and 8K all-eye or RAW. You can't really use an external monitor for that. I don't know of any that do support those frame rates or resolutions, and if they do, they'll be very expensive, not worth buying. So we're looking at around $1,200 USD for two 512 gig CFexpress cards. And I say two because the file sizes are ginormous. So even if you do use an external monitor for other things, you're still gonna be taking up a lot of space when you shoot 4K 120 or 8K of any sort. So keep that in mind. I budgeted for two. If you think that's a lot, that's up to you, but I've used the camera, it uses a lot of data, and I would definitely say you need two. You can save around $200 by getting different brands. You can get a Delkin brand, which is what I use, and they're $100 less per card. However, I'm still unsure about them. Now, the next thing is batteries. So you will be needing a few batteries, but I found it takes between 2 to 3 batteries to film an entire wedding. I would rather have 4 to be safe, but I only said you need 2 extra because the camera comes with 1, and that's gonna cost you $160. The next thing on the list is a Ninja 5, which is what I'm using here. The reason I say a Ninja 5 is because it's got a good price tag on it, and it also supports 4K 60 on the R5 via HDMI. Now, it does have an option to come with an accessory kit, and that's going to cost you $800. This will give you a 1 terabyte SSD, a few batteries, and a couple of other things, which is very beneficial, and it's pretty cheap. So you're gonna need those for the Ninja 5, so you can use it. One of the main reasons I recommend getting the Ninja 5 is not only can it shoot 4K 60, but it can use your 4K oversampled footage and a bunch of other things that if you use on the R5 via CFexpress, it'll most likely overheat on you. So the Ninja 5 saves you money on the storage space because SSDs are a lot cheaper, and you are not gonna have to worry about overheating as much on your camera. Now, since this camera does have ginormous file sizes, you're gonna need extra storage space for your Ninja 5, unless every time you shoot something you delete it off your hard drive or your SD card. Personally, I don't delete my actual footage, my raw footage from my cards until after the project has been delivered. So I budgeted to get 2 extra SSDs, and this would cost you $120 per SSD, and that's going to be $240 total. I didn't include the enclosures you will need to use it on the Ninja 5, so I guess you could add an extra $40 to $70 for the enclosures. Now, here's one of the last things. With all this storage space, you're gonna need more storage space to store it with your computer. This is something you may already have, but some people may not. So I would say you need at least one big hard drive, let's just say a 12 terabyte, and that's around 400 bucks. So we'll just add that in there. You can get a smaller hard drive, but you're just gonna fill it up quicker and need another hard drive, and you might as well just get a bigger one off the bat. I personally use a NOS enclosure, and I have two 12 terabytes in there that back up for redundancy, and it works really well for me, along with a ton of other storage in the NOS and my computer and external hard drives, etc. So as of right now, we're roughly at $6,900, and I know I said 8,000, we'll get to that, but this is basically the list of things you may need for the R5 to be able to use it efficiently and without having to worry about overheating, as well as having plenty of storage space for the ginormous files. This is still a lot more than the $3,900 price tag that the camera comes in on. You're looking at a whole nother $3,000 just in stuff to get this camera rolling and going. Let's get into the very last thing. This is what could actually potentially get you up to $8,000 or more, depending on what you have and what you need. This isn't really to use the camera, it's to kind of utilize the camera to make a video. You're gonna need a good computer. You can do a few things such as use proxies in Premiere, to be able to edit the footage without having to deal with the ginormous 4K files. However, if you want to be more efficient, you could upgrade your PC. You still might need to do some PC upgrades to be able to handle the footage with proxies. And one of the things is RAM. You may need some more RAM. I use 64 gigabytes, and it's around $300 to $400 depending on what RAM you get. You can go cheaper, it all depends on what you want to put in your computer. You could also need a new processor, which could potentially mean you need a new motherboard. You could need a new graphics card. You could really need anything in your computer. I did estimate it to be around $250 to around $1,300 or more, depending on what you need. Now, this would put you around the $8,000 range. It really all depends on what you have and what you need. This entire video is really all dependent on what you already have and what you may want or need. And if you already have most of those things, awesome, get to it. And if you don't, look below in the description and I will put a list of those products for you guys so that you can check them out. So out of curiosity, what kind of gear of this list do you already have? Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for today, guys. Let's help, let's learn, let's grow. And I'll see you on the next one.